A bunch of random words before the intro begins. I'm Gloria Borger, and you're watching Poo News. Good evening. I'm Gloria Borger, and you're watching Poo News, the most trustworthy news site on the planet. Our first story comes from YouTuber Jesse Welly from Twitter. Meh. Remember when VidCon was good? Now it's just big commercial, trying to make money off creators. FaceBanks added, VidCon's garbage, bro. Wait a minute, hold on here. Are you telling me that guilting creators into the fact that if they don't attend VidCon, they don't love their fans, but despite them being the main event for the whole thing and charging people $150 to $750 and not paying any of the creators, despite being the main attraction and the whole drive to anyone being there, is using the creators and YouTubers? I am Gloria Borger, and I'm not supposed to give my own thoughts into the Poo News. I'm supposed to remain
unbiased,
but this seems a little strange to me. Jesse, come on. It's always been like this. Everyone knows this. I personally prefer PAX because they do a really good job at making it a good experience to meet your fans, and there's an actual event on the side as well. You go to VidCon and there's nothing there. There's nothing to do. There's no real fun attraction. It's literally just a bunch of kids hoping to spot YouTubers. I honestly think the closest simulation to hell is me being at VidCon. You just hear shrieks, just huge shrouds of shrieks coming. And you're like, what? I am in hell. Sorry, I just used this news to rip on VidCon. I don't have anything personal against it, but it's always been like this. And people will always keep attending VidCon just for the sake of feeling relevant, feeling like finally someone cares about me. That one kid knew who I was. Hooray. Personally, I've grown so sick of the whole concept that you need to idolize someone and treat them like they're more than just a person. Any sort of fan meetup that I get where I just get to actually talk like a normal person to another person is just 100 times more enjoyable. That's just me. That's just my personal opinion. I know a lot of people like to be revered and wanted and I don't know. That's just not me, and that's not me okay, well, actually, you know, I'll just leave it at that. YouTube announced their new YouTube Red programs, and it would seem that there's no YouTubers. Oh my god, they should just remove the U from YouTube already. A lot of people got really mad about this. The only real YouTubers were the slow-mo guys. We got Kevin Hart, Will Smith, Demi Lovato. They got their own YouTube Red shows now. If you watch the latest YouTube Rewind, you understand that there's such a disconnect between what YouTube wants to be and what YouTube is. YouTube is becoming more like TV. People have really been complaining at YouTube for years. Over 5 years, people have been saying, just remove the U from YouTube because you're not really YouTube anymore. But it just keeps on going in that direction. It just keeps going, and simultaneously, you now have TV stars and movie stars, like big ones like Will Smith, wanting to become YouTubers, very clearly, trying to grow an audience here, and other TV stars as well. I find that very interesting. I wonder if in the future, will people go to Hollywood to try and become YouTubers? But it's the whole shift between two different worlds meeting is really interesting. In YouTube's defense, they did make a lot of shows with creators already. I imagine they weren't that successful. I was told that Scare PewDiePie was one of their best ones. Hooray! For me, Scare PewDiePie was a great idea because it made a lot of my audience buy YouTube Red, and if you buy YouTube Red and then watch my videos, I get a better cut instead of just someone that watched an ad or has ad block or whatever. So from a business model, it really makes sense. It's honestly a great idea that I'm honestly all for. We all know what happened with Scared PewDiePie. Whoever's fault it was, it doesn't matter. It's besides the point. But I can't hate on them for doing this. I feel like they're just trying out something new. Right now, there isn't enough incentive, in my opinion, to buy YouTube Red. It's also not available in a lot of countries. At least if they give you some more shows, even though they are just trying to be Netflix in a way, at least if they give more incentive, it might give more people into the idea of getting YouTube Red, because it is a good thing. But what I personally think, as Gloria Borga, I'm not supposed to give my personal thoughts, but me personally, it would be great if you could just, for a very lower price, say $2.99, you can sponsor a specific channel, and then you won't get ads on that channel, and maybe some other fun stuff as well. It would be great if I could have that sponsor button. That would just be so great. Which brings me to the final topic, which we'll discuss a little further. Some Twitter weasel posted yesterday, imagine having a contract set with Disney, Netflix, and YouTube that assured you vast wealth, international recognition for playing video games for 10 minutes a day, and the only condition was you not say the N-word. This was based off an article from the Daily Dot. PewDiePie blasts YouTube's ad revenues, says he's just a hat salesman now. So the article that this tweet is based off isn't even true as well. Anyone that watched that video, my last Pew News, knows this. I see this often on Twitter. People sort of twist the facts of what's actually reality to get more retweets, essentially. And more retweets means it's true, right?
Wow, this has 8,000 retweets. It must be correct.
This tweet insinuates that everything I got was for free. It was given to me by companies like Netflix and Disney. It also insinuates that all I do is just play games for 10 minutes and that's it. And finally, it insinuates that I lost all of this because I said the N-word. I broke the rules. I was being racist. It also paints this sort of convenient picture that...
He is making millions, and he should be so thankful to be in this position that he got for free. But he's a racist, and I'm not racist. Why am I not making millions?
And I think that's why this tweet got so popular, because it's a narrative that makes them feel good about themselves, despite being true or not. I mean, I never worked with Netflix. I never done anything with them. Disney did absolutely nothing to help me get and grow to where I was. It was all me, as much as you don't like to admit that. And I don't even play games anymore. And I'm sorry to say, I'm doing just fine anyway. Normally, I don't reply to Twitter posts like this. It happens quite frequently. I'm used to it. I don't care. But I thought since it was spreading misinformation, I should at least defend myself. So I replied pretty much with what I just said, and I got blocked immediately. Which summarized social politics on Twitter so perfectly.
I'm gonna block you, so whatever idea I have to you, I can keep maintaining.
There's no room for conversation or anything like that.
I need to maintain my skewed world of reality so I can feel better about myself.
The only thing that was true about this tweet was that, yes, I did in fact say the N-word on the live stream. And I'm not gonna pretend like that was fine. It was stupid, it was irresponsible, and I'm trying to move past it. I'm trying to, I don't know, be better. But this whole militant approach to
just don't be racist. Why is everyone racist? Also, you're a racist. How come everyone is racist but me? You're a racist.
If we look at the article that this whole idea came from, it was from the Daily Dot. PewDiePie blasts YouTube's ad revenues, says he's just a hat salesman. The first line of this article says YouTube's most popular vlogger says he's not making enough money on the platform. This is just straight out a lie. This is not, I never said this. It insinuates that I'm complaining that I'm not making enough money, which of course makes me look in a bad light. Everyone knows I already make a lot of money. If I start complaining, oh, I'm not making enough money, of course that makes me look stupid. And I didn't even say this. So already right off the bat, you're slandering and spreading misinformation. And if you read further down, it said a sarcastic PewDiePie. Okay, so now you can say that it's sarcasm. How convenient. It also mentions Paul says in the vlog in reference to Paul with thick sarcasm. What a great article. Josh Katzowitz. Josh, let me just tell you with the thick sarcasm. This was a fantastic article. You should be a writer. I don't care if people hate me. I don't have this whole thing I have to be friends with everyone. At least hate me for the right reason. Don't skew facts and come up with different things just to make yourself feel better about how bad I am. I am bad. I'm not good. I'm not perfect. I never pretended to be. It's silly to me how grossly exaggerated this whole thing always becomes. Because it gets more clicks. It gets more retweets. Doesn't matter if it's true or not. Last but not least, ad revenue is bad. It's inefficient, it's unstable and unsecure model of revenue. Most YouTubers don't sustain themselves purely from ad revenue, and most people wouldn't be able to do YouTube just from ad revenue. It's just not enough income unless you're uploading very frequently. That doesn't mean I still don't make any money off YouTube. Mr. Beast even said himself, ad revenue really does suck. I make more off a single brand deal than my whole monthly check. My point is that it's inefficient. I'm not saying, oh, boo-hoo, I'm not making enough. I'm just saying it's not a great source of revenue. Thanks to everyone that did support the merch. We almost sold 20,000, which is insane. I'm super proud of it. I wanted to do something that wasn't so obviously just PewDiePie and something that I would actually wear myself. And I'm so glad a lot of people enjoyed that idea as well, because I had really fun designing this, even though it's very simple. I look forward to doing more stuff like this in the future. Ass is out on Nintendo Switch. It's a real game. A lot of people don't seem to understand it's an actual game. You can check it out. Make your own levels. I'm going to be playing your levels very soon in a video. So make sure you check it out. Link in the description. I'm Gloria Borga, signing up.